here, JPF Music and Guitar Lessons. In this quick tricks we're looking at 2-note per string major 7th arpeggios. These examples are all using a G major 7, links to appropriate jam tracks are the card on the top right. To quickly gloss over the theory, a G major 7 arpeggio consists of a G, a B, a D, and an F sharp, which if we play here in the root position is our first shape, the first of 4. Some bonus tips here, you'll notice that the root and the third are, as you would expect, a major third away from each other, as are the 5th and the 7th. There's a major third between them. The root and the 5th, as expected, a 5th apart, but the 3rd and the 7th are also 5th apart. This isn't totally necessary to know, but it really helps more visual learners, those who like shapes, and if you tend to digest the theory a little bit more readily. So it seems really worth highlighting these things. Anyway, to recap, here's that shape one more time. The next shape, which would be the first inversion, goes B, D, F sharp, G. Same notes in a different order. It doesn't look as symmetrical as the last shape, but this is a line you've probably played at some point without even thinking of it as an arpeggio, which is sort of one of the points of this lesson. A bonus tip, bending this a semitone here, this F sharp to the G, can sound pretty cool. And one more time. Knowing arpeggios is obviously great for following chords, and in a broader, less tangible context, having these inversions committed to memory and the sort of feeling or abstract idea or vibe you get from them can be a really great tool for your own writing and improvising as well. This second inversion goes D, F sharp, G, B. Similar to the first shape, we have this major third interval, here and also here. But because it's inverted and we're starting on the D, we have this D to G as a 4th. Just like this F sharp to B is. A 4th being an inverted 5th. As a side note, I first heard this idea in an Adrian Smith solo from Dance of Death, an Iron Maiden song. I'll link up there if I can find a good link to this bit. And I'm pretty sure this lick is where I got the idea from of playing arpeggios in 2 strings many years ago. To recap the one more time. This idea can work with jazz, obviously, if you've got less gain than I do, all the way to metal and loads of stuff in between, so there really is a lot of scope. As a bonus trick as well, you can play these shapes on any string, except the G to B, because you need to change the shape to adjust for, you know how you have to tune from the 4th fret on that one? And it makes them feel much less fluid under my fingers anyway. So say we did them down on the E and the A string, so we could use the same shapes, starting on the G, root position arpeggio, and I'll just go up them. Next one. This one we've done. And the final one we'll be looking at. But obviously now I will take that and play it on the higher strings. So the third inversion, which is our final shape, we would go F sharp to G to B to D. So this one is just like our second shape but rotated. It's that glorious moment when hours of Tetris playing unify in beautiful synchronicity with hours and hours of guitar practice. Joking aside, I do have some weird Tetris style visualizations I use for scales which really helped me when I was learning this stuff to begin with. But anyway, here's that shape again. I've run out of fretboard here, but we could start down the octave on the open B and just use the same shapes. The next one would be here. And our next one would be that last shape we looked at, the 4th one. Because after that, we're just back to the first shape. And I'm going to resolve it, because it feels weird ending on that F sharp. And you could do this with any major or 7th arpeggio. So say we wanted an E major 7, we could start off there. I'll start on the B and just work my way up, because we'll get 2 octaves this way. This is going to sound weird in contrast because we've got the tone of G in our ears, but as I go through it, it'll start to sound a bit more normal. As a final bonus tip, consider adding in some tapping or slides between the shapes for our more modern lead sound. Cool, so those were 4 shapes for 2 note per string major 7th arpeggios. This has been Quick Tricks, that's the playlist up there. Feel free to check out some other videos I've done. Hit subscribe, leave a comment, it'd be great to hear a bit more from you guys. And yeah, share and enable notifications with that little bell on the side, if you feel so inclined. Cheers guys.